Sal awake?
Yes. Mary picked him up a little while ago, and I was so tired I went back to sleep.
I'm sorry I woke you, but I couldn't resist. I had to see those gorgeous eyes again.
I missed you. You've been gone all night.
I know, we had to do an all-nighter to get the morning edition out. And here it is. The hottest news in town.
Oh, Max. You did it. You caught Asa in the act, didn't you?
Yeah, we certainly did. We beat the old buzzard at his own game.
Oh.
Coast is clear. No sign of Johnny and his pals.
Great. I'll make this quick.
Why all the secrecy? Yeah, what's going on?
Somebody slipped a note under our door this morning saying there's another meeting. Now, that means we're running out of time, folks. We've got to find a way to warn Vicky that her life's in danger and that there's a ton of drugs about to be dumped all over Landview. Now, Cord's upstairs right now, trying to get his hands on that little remote device that opens that passage.
And while he's doing that, I'm going to go look for that boat that Charlotte said someplace on this island.
All right, well, I'll come with you.
No. You're sick. Besides, this is a one-man job, right, Bill?
Jake's going solo, Megan. That's the safest way.
All right, but be careful.
Okay. See you guys later.
What are you doing here, huh?
There was a meeting called for this morning. Except maybe you're not important enough to get an invitation.
Yeah, I've arranged the meeting. For each syndicate head and his men, women have to leave.
Heard him, ladies. Let's go.
No, not you. Men stay, women go. Come on.
No, thank you. I don't need room service. I'll be having it out on the patio.
Open up. It's me.
Cord. Come in here. What are you doing here? Johnny would kill you if you found him here.
Tina, I had to take the risk. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to tell you something. I want to tell you that, look, it doesn't matter about our separation and our divorce and the millions of petty fights that we've had over the years. I wanted you to know them. But through all that, Tina, I have never stopped loving you. Do you understand me? I have never stopped.
Cord, I know what you're saying. You're supposed to be making me happy, but you're making me worried, Cord. Is something wrong?
Here's what you do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Tina, someone's got to find out where that drug lab is, and it's going to be me.
No, Cord, not by yourself. You can't.
Listen to me. Bo and Jake, they're both preoccupied. They're working on their own thing right now, and somebody has got to find out where that drug lab is. Those drugs have got to be destroyed. Otherwise, Vicky and everybody else in Landview is going to pay the consequences.
Cord, listen to me. Vicky is my sister, and I care about her as much as you do. But, Cord, I care about you, too. I think that Bo's talked you into doing something that's really
Bo
foolish.
hasn't talked me into anything. I volunteered to do this. Tina, you and I are the only ones who saw what that remote control looks like.
I know we saw that thing, but, Cord, you don't even know if that's it.
Well, Johnny's got possession of it. I will never find out. That's why I've got to get a hold of it, Tina. So when he's downstairs with Bo and all the bosses having that big meeting, I'm going to sneak into Johnny's room and I'm going to find it.
Oh, Cord, I do not like this idea at all. Johnny is very clever, and so is Greg. If they catch on to what you're doing, Cord...
They're not going to catch... I'm going to be in and out of there so fast, they're never going to know I was there.
If you're going to be in and out of there so fast, then what are you doing right here,
Tina,
right now?
I just wanted you to know how I feel. In case something does go wrong.
Oh, I knew it,
No,
Cord.
Tina, I'm talking in case, all right? But listen to me. If something does happen, you got to promise me that you will not show any kind of concern over what happens to me. Because if you do, you're going to give away Bo and Sarah and everybody, even yourself, Tina. And Johnny will find out that you have been fooling him all along, and you know exactly how he will react.
Cord, you're scaring me. Don't do this.
Tina, I just want you to see a worst-case scenario, that's all.
Well, I'm sorry. I just can't wait here while you go and risk your neck. I'm gonna go with you.
No, Tina, you're not.
Yes.
You can't.
Cord,
No, this is something that I have got to do alone, Tina.
Cord, listen to
No,
me.
you listen to me. There is something you can do to help everybody out. You know what you gotta do?
What?
You gotta go downstairs and you gotta have yourself a nice leisurely breakfast and pretend that nothing is happening.
Cord, while you're up here
That's
and
right.
you're
While I'm up
risking
here, I want you to go downstairs. I want you to laugh. I want you to smile. I want you to have a good time down there. Have an extra bowl of oatmeal or something with some strawberries on top. It'll be great. Tina, that's what you can do to help all of us out right now. Please believe me. Girl, I love you.
I love you too.
Johnny, you better tell your pet poodle I pick my own assistants.
You just don't seem to grasp the picture, do you, Whitey? Greg calls the shots. I'm just a humble attorney.
That's the way you want to play it? Fine. The ladies will leave. But Jake's got to fix my breakfast and serve it. So, ladies, you make yourselves scarce. Jake, go clean up, get your butt in the kitchen.
Look, I hate to repeat myself, all right? Ladies go, men stay, even your so-called chef.
Hey, I'll have you know, my bananas flambe has been written up in magazines, pal.
Oh, yeah? Yeah? What, the Police Gazette or something like that,
Now,
huh?
Jake, just back off. Ladies, we're about to start our meeting. You understand?
No, not exactly, but when does that ever make a difference? Watch your back.
I will. You feel better now, Johnny?
Much better, but you keep forgetting.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. You feel better, Greg? Well, here we are. It's just the guys now. What do you want to do? You want to choose up teams? Shoot a few hoops, play a little one-on-one?
Maybe some other time. But I've got a much more serious game planned for today. Gentlemen. Good morning, all.
This better be important. I was catching some very nice rays down by the water.
Oh, Dylan, be careful of that sun. It'll kill you.
So can many things.
So where do you want me?
I suggest that you stand behind your boss. Don't bother denying it, Whitey. Nobody's fooled by your cook. We all know that Jake is really your enforcer.
So I guess a lot of things on this island aren't really what they appear to be, huh? Cooks aren't cooks. Lawyers aren't lawyers.
That's where you're wrong, Whitey. Unlike Jake, I am what I say I am. And from now on, let's keep all our cards above the table, huh?
Hey, is this a private conversation, or can we all get to know what's going on around here?
Well put, Leopold. I'm not gonna live forever, but neither is anybody else here unless we settle our business.
Gentlemen, please, there's no reason to get hostile.
There is, if somebody's holding out on us.
Now, why would you think a thing like that, Dylan?
We've heard certain rumors, Johnny.
Rumors, Hal. Come on, Dylan. We happen to know that the drugs are ready for distribution, all right?
To put it simply, we want our share of the applesauce.
Look, there's going to be plenty to go around us.
Something wrong, Greg?
Whitey's consigliere, Cordero. He isn't here.
I don't need a lawyer, because I can supply my own brains.
Oh, that sounds like a threat, Whitey.
That's exactly what that is, Leopold. I think it's obvious that Carlo Hesser has lost his grip on this organization. And unless my demands are met, I intend to take over this whole island and everybody on it.
Those are dangerous words, Whitey. Even with your cook behind you. Do you really think you can back him up?
Look, Megan, just try to calm down, all right?
Me, you're the one that's nervous.
No, I'm not nervous. I'm anxious. But, I mean, I know that Bo and Jake can handle themselves in there.
Yeah, and Jake should be out looking for that boat. Without the boat, we're not getting off this island.
Bo is smarter than all those goons put together. He'll find some way to get Jake out of there.
I don't like this waiting around to be rescued. It's not my style.
Well, what, you're not going to go crash the meeting, are you?
No, of course not. I'm going to go find the boat.
Absolutely not.
Sarah, Jake is not the only bloodhound around here. I can find that boat just as easily as he can.
Are you forgetting that you were upstairs in bed with a fever all last night?
No, certainly not. That fever kept me from having a very good time. But I don't have the fever anymore. I'm feeling fine.
Yeah, well, you don't need a relapse, and that's exactly what's going to happen if you go traipsing around the woods and the marshes.
Look, I don't have pneumonia. I have a head cold, okay? Now, you heard what Bo said. Time is running out. Bo and Jake are stuck in there. God knows where Cord is, looking for that little remote control gizmo that's going to get us into the lab. It's up to me.
No, it isn't. It's up to us.
Oh, Gordon sisters.
All
Together
right.
again.
Yeah, who else is crazy enough? Unable to put the intruder out of business by legitimate, if ruthless means, Asa Buchanan resorted to even stronger measures.
And no, don't pass over the section about how we compare him to a con man right here.
More like a conman than the businessman. He prefers to be called Mr. Asa Buchanan threatened this paper with catastrophic legal action because of an accident which, in his words, left him crippled for life. As our photograph clearly shows, Asa Buchanan's accident was a phony, as so was his so-called injury. Oh, this is great.
I think it sets the record straight, don't you?
I think this is just terrific. It really puts him where he needs to be.
Here we go. Keep reading.
Okay.
I'll get it. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Mr. Publisher.
Good morning, good morning. I see good news travels fast.
Good news for us, not such good news for Asa.
Isn't it wonderful, Mum? The intruder has been safe.
Yes, as have all of us. I suppose you won't be needing that check for $25,000 for attorney's fees.
You're absolutely right.
Max, what are you doing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm writing a check to repay Julia's friend for $25,000. Now, who do I make it out to?
Mum's friends, they want to stay anonymous.
Yeah, but that was before. Now, we've won, so I want to return the $25,000 as soon as I can.
Well, then why don't you make it out to cash? That would probably be the best thing to do, wouldn't it,
Yes.
Mum?
No. Cash is perfect. I'll make sure that they get it. They really do want to remain anonymous.
Okay. Now, listen. I mean, tell them that we really appreciate their gesture. I mean, all of us at the intruder, even though we didn't need the money, we'll never forget the gesture.
Neither will I.
I'm sorry?
Thank you. I'll make sure that they get it and that they get the message. The
Great.
coffee smells good. I'd invite myself to stay, but 3 for breakfast in bed is a little too French, even for me.
Well, it's a new concept in design. We call it poverty.
But we have everything we really need.
Yes, I'm a bit more pragmatic. I'd take a couple of Chippendale chairs over a romance any day.
Well, every nickel right now is going into the intruder. So, speaking of which...
Wait, you just came home.
I know, but I want to go back when the switchboard lights up.
Oh, okay.
As I imagine it will. If nothing else, Asa sells newspapers.
Well, have a bagel and coffee and mood, Julia, and, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go upstairs, change clothes, take a shower, and go back to the office. See you later.
Nice to see him happy, content. I hope he can stay that way.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think you're doing?
Well, what does it look like I'm doing? I'm going to take the check and deposit it in my account, and then I'm going to write another check for Outlook House and cover your mistake very cleverly.
No, I shall take this. Thanks.
doing here? I'm going to be your lookout.
What are you talking about? If Johnny or Greg or anybody else sees you out in that hall, you know what's going to happen?
Yes, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to have time to warn you so that you'll be able to get out of here.
No, we could end up dead, Tina. That's exactly what could happen. I thought you were supposed to be downstairs having breakfast.
Court, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sit here and let you risk your neck up here
Tina,
while I can prevent
that's how you
it.
can help me out best. I mean that. You can help me out best by going down there because that way people won't know what's going on.
Court, there is something going on. Listen to me. You're up here. You are risking your life doing this, looking for this remote control box. Now, I can help you by standing outside and playing guard.
Playing guard? Tina, it's not some kind of a game that you play. This is a very dangerous situation, honey. Look, I just don't want you to be caught if something should go wrong.
Court, are you saying that you want to protect me?
Yes. Tina, that's exactly what I'm saying. That I want to protect you.
Well, listen, I want to protect you, too.
Tina, look, there's
Court,
no point. You just...
don't try and talk me out of this, please. I have my mind made up. I'm on your side.
All right. Okay. Look, we're wasting time here, all right? Why don't you go inside and you can play sentry, all right? But if somebody comes, you knock, you give me a signal, all right? The signal, okay? And then you try to distract them.
Okay. I'm good at distracting.
I get a better idea. You knock, you give me the signal, and then you take off, all right? Just go away. I don't want you talking to anybody, okay?
Okay. Whatever you say. You're the boss.
Yeah, I can tell. Come on, go outside. Take your post. Now, that control is in here someplace. I'm gonna find it.
Okay,
I will.
find it.
Me too.
Boy, how many places can you hide a boat? We're talking about a large item here.
I don't know. Well, at least this is a place we haven't seen before.
Well, I wonder why. This is such a gorgeous swamp.
This is really gloomy.
That's not so bad if you like lizards and snakes and swamp scum.
What? Hey, do you see what I see?
Where?
It's over there. That looks like a boat. This check belongs to me.
I beg your pardon?
No, the anonymous donor gave it to me, remember?
The anonymous donor has a name, and it's Brenda McGillis Grand.
Do you want Max to hear you?
Well, it might as well. It'll save a lot of wear and tear on your conscience. He's going to find out eventually, and when he does...
He isn't going to find out unless you're the one who tells him.
Darling, I could understand your desperation when you thought that Max was about to lose the intruder. But, I mean, that crisis has passed. It's time to direct that money where it belongs, where Brenda intended it to go, to Outlook House.
I am not shortchanging Outlook House. I put $25,000 of her money in there already.
Well, that's very generous of you, considering she gave them 50.
All right, I'm holding half of it back temporarily. Nobody's missed it.
That's not the point.
The point, Mum, is that she's going to be giving a large sum of money to a new clinic. With everything going on, no one's going to notice that I borrowed a trivial amount for a short time.
A trivial amount? $25,000 is a trivial amount?
It is trivial to Brenda, but it is essential to me.
It doesn't make sense. You don't even need the money for attorney's fees anymore. Why would you take this risk?
It is just to minimize the risk. Look, the intruder has been given a reprieve, that's true, but you know Asa like I know Asa. He is not going to take this lying down, and we need this money in the reserve fund, just in case.
Who's we?
Max, Al, me. Mum, this is a very new and fragile family, and I will risk anything to keep it the way it is. We've worked too hard to get here.
Darling, I admire your spirit, but not your methods. What are you going to do when Max finds out?
He isn't going to find out if you can keep a secret.
Oh, I can keep a secret. But what about Brenda? Darling, they're close friends. If he ever finds out that you used that money
Max
without...
is not going to find out, okay?
Yeah? What is it that Max is not going to find out?
That was not an idle threat, gentlemen, and Johnny D knows it.
You got something to say, Whitey, you say it to me.
Why? So you can translate for your real boss?
You know something? Whitey is right. Who's really in charge here?
Is anybody in charge here?
Carlo was a good leader, but he's lost his touch.
Oh, gentlemen, please. Carlo Hesser has been good to each and every one of you.
Yeah, well, my mama was always good to me, but there comes a time when you leave home.
Well put, Whitey.
Forget Carlo and forget Whitey's mama. I want to know what's happening with those drugs. That's the question.
Are they ready or are they not ready?
Yeah, and if they're not, why not?
I have had about enough out of you, Whitehead. Now, if you were going to try to start a mutiny...
That's
democracy. You know what that means?
Gentlemen, please. There's no need to come to blows. You spoke of demands, Whitey. Let's hear them.
I don't think you're anywhere near ready to distribute those drugs. I think that's a stall tactic of yours, or of Greg's, or of Carlo's. Take your pick. These three guys are like those three monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
You're very clever, Whitey. But that doesn't mean that you're right this time.
Then prove I'm wrong. Show us a drug lab. Show us a finished product.
That sounds reasonable enough to me.
Sounds more than reasonable if you ask me.
Harold, you've known Carlos since the old days. Has he ever steered you wrong?
Never. And if Carlo were here, I'd be more than happy to give him all the time he needs.
Yeah, but Carlo is not here. We're stuck with Twiddle-Dee and Twiddle-Dum.
We are carrying out Carlo's orders. The preparation and distribution of the merchandise has always been his territory.
That's true, but I must admit, the system has always worked in the past. Why rock the boat?
When the boat is leaking, you don't have any choice.
No, you throw the rats overboard, you get yourselves a new skipper.
You know, what you're saying could lead to a war. Now, is that what the rest of you gentlemen want?
No, what we want is our fair share, and we want it right now.
You know, Whitey is right again. Now or never.
Quit stalling.
Gentlemen, I'm sure we can come to a peaceful solution of this.
Sometimes peace comes at too high a price, Harold.
Sometimes
I want you to keep tabs on the meeting. I'm going to call Carlo. I'm going to see what our next move's going to be.
Okay, Johnny, wait a minute.
Don't worry about it. I've got the phone well hidden.
Harold, I appreciate your consideration here, but when is enough enough? When do we all admit that Carlo Hesser is no longer effective?
You know, you think he's young, but this guy's really got it together. You know that, Harold?
That's what we need. New vision here.
What's wrong with the old vision?
I agree with you, Harold.
Well, I see what you're talking about, but I'm not so sure that
Well,
that's...
if it's not a boat, then what do you think it is?
All right, it could be a boat. It could be just a big piece of wood coming out of the swamp grass.
Do you think the swamp grass is placed a little bit neatly around that, kind of like it's camouflaged?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll go check it
Now,
out.
wait a minute. That's the last thing you need is get in there with your fever. I saw the boat. I want to play the heroine.
Oh, that is the dumbest excuse I've ever heard in my life.
What do you mean? What's wrong with looking after my sister?
I'm telling you, I'm feeling fine. See, my cold is all gone. Besides, you're not cut out for this kind of stuff.
I beg your pardon.
Well, you're not. I deal with this every day on Fraternity Row. I'm the experienced.
You're experienced at selling soap. Did I or did I not ski down the Austrian Alps in my wedding
Yes,
dress?
you did,
I
but
did.
that
So
doesn't-
there's no reason why I can't go in here and check that boat or whatever it is. What is it? No, just stay there.
Well, is there some... what is
Megan,
that?
it's just, I can't move, all right?
Well,
just
hang on. I'll come in and get you
No,
out.
stay there. This is not just a swamp. This is quicksand.
What are you two up to? Cooking up some surprise?
Max.
Oh, I get it. Fancy dinner at a restaurant to celebrate?
Almost, but not quite.
Oh, Julia, she's no fun. Go ahead, talk to me.
We're not going to have any of that. You'll find out soon enough.
When's that?
Tonight, if you can possibly pull yourself away from that office, I guarantee it would be worth it.
I knew I married you for the right reason.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the sooner I go, the sooner I can come back.
Mm-hmm.
Julia, just make sure she doesn't spend any money, okay?
I shall try and remember that.
Goodbye, sweetheart, darling.
Don't be too sure
About what?
that Max is going to love what you're doing.
Oh, there you go again, spreading gloom and doom everywhere.
Just being realistic.
You know, you were the one who said I should go out and get what I want in life. You were the one who said I should fight for my family, my friends. Well, I'm doing that.
Maybe I was, but I didn't imagine
Exactly.
you'd go
I'm doing everything in my power to make sure that this is a happy, secure home with the man that I love.
Darling, you won't get that security by basing it on a lie. I mean, I would have thought you'd have learned that by now.
I'm not lying to anybody.
Oh, no, you're just not telling the truth. Is that
Would
it?
you give it a rest, Mother? You said that I could have my cake and eat it too, didn't you?
Well, that just proves you never listen to me. It's a very dangerous appetite.
Look, if you want to help me, why don't you go and pick up Al from Mary and take him for an afternoon romp and then keep him at your place tonight.
Typical. I'm trying to give you some serious advice and all you want is babysitting.
Mum, I really have a special evening planned for Max, and I have 1,000,001 things to do. Perhaps you could...
Fine. Yes, yes, I shall go and pick up my grandson. He listens to me.
Thanks, Mum.
Johnny! What a surprise! I can't believe you just came out of... I was expecting you to be at your meeting all day.
Tina, there's no need to shout.
No, I'm not shouting. It's just that I'm so glad to see you. I thought you'd just be tied up for hours.
Tina, I can hear you. They can probably hear you down in the dining room where the meeting is still going on. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, wait a second. I don't understand. If your meeting's still going on, what are you doing up here?
Well, I didn't know I had to clear my schedule with you.
No, I'm just interested.
Well, I have some important business to take care of, and I need to get something in my room, if that's all right with you, all right?
No, Johnny. As a matter of fact, it's not. I mean, it's been really bothering me. You've just been all business lately, and I really think you need to have a break. Why don't we go down to my room?
You wouldn't be trying to distract me from my work now, would you?
No, Johnny, I'm really just looking out for your best interests. You know what they say about all work and no play.
Well, when you put it like that, business can wait.
Megan, let's stay there. Stay there. If you get caught in here, then we're both goners. Do you really think this is quicksand? Yes. Yes, I really think it is. All right, now, I remember reading something about, I have to stay perfectly still.
All right,
then don't move until I find something to pull you out. All right, now you're talking. Here, okay, hang on to this. Sarah, just hang on to this. Megan, this is not working, all right? This is not working. Okay, all right, I have to do something. Just hang on. The more I try to move, the more I keep going down. Okay, then don't move until I find something else. God, I don't know what to do. Okay, wait. Hurry, look, stupid swan. I thought of dying. This was not top on my list, all right? Hurry. Well, I don't know what else to get. Wait, here's a vine. Oh, fine, all right. Hang on, just hang on. Hurry. Hang on. Here. Grab that. Oh, now, Megan, look, I know what you're trying to do, but you're not strong enough to pull me out with this. Okay, just wait. Wrap it around your waist. And tie yourself securely. Maybe? Look, I'm going to tie it around this stuff. It should keep you out of that stuff until I can go and get some help. No, don't leave me here. I can't help it. I have to, Sarah. I can't pull you out by myself. I've got to get some help. Just stay calm. No, Megan, I've done calm, all right? I'm doing panning now. All right, look, I'll be back as soon as I can, all right? As soon as I can. Just stay calm. I'll be back with some help. Hang on one second. Hurry up!
So near and yet so far?
Johnny, you know, I was thinking...
Don't think. Thinking only gets in the way.
Wait, you know, I just didn't want to give you the wrong impression, that's all.
No chance of that. I've always thought the world of you. As a matter of fact, you're everything a man could desire.
Well, that's a really strong compliment.
Yeah? Well, you're really quite a woman.
And you're quite a man. Well, together, I guess we would make quite a pair, huh?
There you go again, thinking too much.
Johnny, I'm sorry. I can't help it. I just don't want you to lose respect for me. I mean, I have respect for you. I want you to have the same for me.
I do. And I will. Even more.
You know, Johnny, I was thinking, you know, we started out like friends, you know, good friends. And a lot of times it's difficult for good friends to make the transition to good...
Good lovers?
Right. I mean, if I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Making love can ruin a beautiful friendship.
True. But not making love can ruin my disposition.
Johnny, I'm being serious here.
So am
Come
I.
on.
Come on. Lie down. Right here. You know, you were right about my needing to relax.
Clever me.
Yeah. Something about you. When I get near you, I just forget all my worries. I can't even concentrate on anything except you.
You know, Johnny, remember you said you needed to relax?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
No, you know, I think that you should really relax. Just lay back, close your eyes.
Tina.
Stretch out nice and comfortable.
Tina,
and
really,
just relax, Johnny.
if I need a warm glass of milk or teddy bear, I'll let you know. But right now, the only thing that I need to sedate me is right here beside me.
When we're both ready, that'd be fine, Johnny.
Yeah,
but right now, I think...
right now I am ready for the both of us.
Oh, Johnny, no, I think that you've gotten the wrong idea about me.
Look. It was your idea to come to this room. It was your idea to be alone with me. If there's one thing I hate, it's a tease.
Johnny, I don't mean to tease
Yeah,
you.
well then what do you mean, Tina? Come on, out with it. What's going on?
Are we in the drug business or the meeting
Gentlemen,
business?
please, this is getting us nowhere.
Nowhere. That's a good name for this island.
You know what you're doing?
Just get a word in.
I got them barking at each other, don't I? Divide and conquer.
What is wrong with
Yeah, but
Carlo
if they
Hester?
stop
Did you already-
barking and start biting, we're gonna be in trouble. They got us outgunned.
That's a risk we gotta take. We gotta just unload this whole apple cart.
I just wish I could get the hell out of here and get that boat, because if this thing falls apart, we'll be in trouble.
Is this your style, Whitey? Huh? Set everybody against each other, and you sit there talking calmly to your cook?
I'm giving you enough room to hang yourself. The more I hear you defend Carlo Hesser, the more convinced I am you couldn't lead a dog to a fire hydrant.
Yeah, but I'm trying to keep the syndicate together, which is more than I can say for you, pal.
I know why you're trying to keep us together. Because you need our clout, you need our cooperation. Meanwhile, you're taking all the profits for yourself.
Yeah, Mr. Ellis. What about a little redistribution of the wealth?
Carlo always cuts the pie and keeps the biggest piece for himself.
Well, he takes the biggest risk. Says who?
Says me.
Jake, I gotta talk to you. Excuse me, momentary panic.
You okay?
No, I'm not okay, but as I can see, you're very busy, so maybe I should just talk to Marco. Excuse me, Mr. Whitehead, do you know where Mr.
Lady,
Marco is?
this room is off limits, so could you please close the door on your way out? Thank you.
Now, wait a minute. She's a member of my party. You don't order her around.
Oh, yeah, I still can, when there's business to be concluded.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, this business is concluded. You've heard my demands. You either meet them or you get yourself some extra insurance, because you're going to need it.
You guys aren't going to give in to that brand.
I have to save Sarah.
What do you say? What?
We went into the woods and she fell into some quicksand.
Quicksand?
Yeah, she was okay when I started, but I don't know if she's gonna make it.
Gabrielle, I got a surprise. I stopped at the deli and... What in the hell is going on? Nice, very nice. Okay, I give up. Did I come to the wrong house?
Well, that's one guess. But perhaps you ought to try another. You surprised me by coming home early, darling, but then again, maybe I have a surprise or two for you.
That thing makes you illegal in 23 states and in Canada.
So I take it you approve.
How do you spell humma?
Is that for the sofa, the dress, or me?
I'm sorry. I'm gone. All I know is I walked through that door with meatball sandwiches instead of pastrami because we're saving pennies. And then I come home to this and that sofa bed.
It's all right saving pennies on meatball sandwiches. For more important things later.
Uh-huh. You didn't pay for that dress or that sofa by dipping your pretty little hand in the sugar bowl. And I know our credit cards are filled to the limit. So what did you do behind my back? Rob a bank?
I do have one or two resources you don't know about.
Yeah, I bet you do. Oh, I get it. You know someone who robbed a bank.
I know an interior decorator.
Uh-huh.
And I got him to loan us a floor sample until our ship comes in.
And, what about this dress?
I did have a career as an international dress designer at one time.
You made this dress, huh?
It's a copy of an original.
Yeah. You're the original.
You know, Mr. Holden, you've been away for a long time. There are one or two things in my closet that you haven't seen yet. Things that I keep for, special moments like this.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you called the office to find out what time I was coming home.
Now, would I do a sneaky thing like that?
You betcha.
I know you've had your heart set on a meatball sandwich. But is there any possible way that I could persuade you otherwise?
I don't know. I walked through the front door, starved.
Well, nobody's telling you to starve. In fact, quite the opposite. Indulge yourself as much as you'd like.
You know what this means?
Uh-uh.
I'm gonna have to come home early every day for my little snack.
Shall we start on the floor?
No. Let's try out our new sofa.
You think you can play me for the fool? Is that all? Is that exactly what I am to you?
Johnny, you're hurting me, please.
Yeah, well, what do you think you're doing to me? You think I don't have feelings? You keep giving me these little come-ons, and then when I respond, you turn on a cold shower? Look, Tina, I'm too old to play these childish games of yours.
Johnny, I'm not playing games with you. I just think that we should go slowly, that's
We
all.
have gone slowly. Now's the time to act like two mature people who know what they want, or don't you know?
Yes, I know what I want.
Well, then you better start acting like it, or I'm walking out the door. I'm going back to my room.
I don't want you to walk out.
But why? Why? Because you want to be with me, or because you want me just to walk with you? What is it, Tina? I need to know.
Johnny, look, you're just upsetting me so much. If we would just sit down and talk about this, okay?
No. I'm through talking about
Johnny.
it. I'm going back to my room, and I'm going to go to work.
Don't go to your room, Johnny. I don't want you to go.
Tina, look. It's no use. I mean, I was trying to fool myself into thinking that there was something there between us, but it's over, all right?
Johnny,
I never
no,
should have brought you to
please,
battling.
don't go,
Tina,
go,
look.
don't.
No, let go of me. Look, it's over, as if it ever really started.
Please, just start now, okay?
No.
Looky here. Tina! She couldn't still be with Johnny, could she?
Okay. Don't panic, Sarah. I've been in situations a lot worse than this. I mean, right, compared to everything with us, and this is nothing. Right? This is absolutely nothing. So, oh my God. I am really sinking down, Laura. If Bo and Megan don't get here soon,
Bo, Megan! Okay. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die before I have a chance to see Bo again. Oh, forget this standing still. I have got to get out of here.